Ninja World Part 2 Bag 2. So I just wanted to say we've just built a little roof and we have our first light strip installed. So it's going to light up there at the bottom, so this part here will be lit, which is quite nice. And with that, I will stand it up just to show you. The lead comes out the top, ready for the battery box. So just a quick update on progress. As you can see, we put the top on. The lead for the light strip is out and would be ready for the battery box. Decorations to the front are nice. Excuse me. But what I particularly wanted to show you was this build up of this first side. And as you can see from the plates here, we have slowly built across with just flat plates, flat strips, and now we've just started to build again on top. And it's at this point I thought I'm going to make a record of this ready for the next build, because there will be a build on top and then I believe the building will come on top after. But I just thought it was nice to see what we was actually building on. So we've just made up this little piece. It's going to connect to the side we are working on, and then I believe we will build up from this piece with the buildings. I'm only assuming that. We've got another connector side piece on there, so as it'll keep the side swinging and nice and solid. You can see how it's built on. I like the little decorative little semi-claw things, slopes with a curve. Just quickly flick it over just so as you can see the corners. I'm going to turn that around so as you get a better look. So it's definitely that way. Let's get it on. So as you can see, we are connected, and what I wanted to show you in particular was we've added on this sort of pebbly gribbling effect, but now I believe we are gonna build on top again the next level. So it's just a matter of showing you what's what before we build on top of it. So as you can see, this is the completion of part 2 bag 2, and what a build this has been. We started, as I showed you, fitting this, fitted the light strip underneath, which I showed you. Once that was on a nice, then we just added the extra decoration of the posts and the sort of like teacups and things, that just to make it look good. And then we've got the hangy things as well that adds to the decoration, and the sides, which I thought was very, very nice. Once that was built, then it was a matter of really building up the floor level of here. Now I will take it apart a little bit. I'm not going to go all the way for a reason I'll show in a minute. We added once the floor was done, we added the decoration as it was, and then on top of these bricks, these flats with studs, these 1x6s, 1x8s, we then built this section here, which I showed you earlier in this video. And as I predicted at that time, I thought this would be where we would start to build the building, if you'll forgive my whatever you want to call it. So we started with that, with this up. I had another little funny Kev moment where for about 3 or 4 minutes I was looking around looking for windows to fit into the window frames. Of course I didn't notice that they were white clear. Panic over, put the frames in, away you go, build it up. And that's what you do, you just build it up to this section. the same for this side, exactly the same, build it up. Then it was a matter of building the doors up nicely, which was good. They click into the frames that we had put in. Little claw things, you know, the little brown, I think they're little grey claw things actually. I don't know if you can see. Yes, you can. You can see there. They just click into place and they hold that door well and truly in place, which is quite good. Sorry for fast cam. Once the doors was in, you'll have just seen there, which I forgot to show, before the doors were fitted actually, were these vase shaped items, which looks quite good for the decorative part, I'm sure. But we'll keep the doors shut for a moment. Once the doors were installed, it really was a matter of building up here before we get the straights across the top. Once the straights across the top, we then built up these two pieces here, one here, as in a decorative roof, one here, and the actual first one, if I'm being honest, was this piece here that you can see just slips lovely across as a decorative piece. So everything clicked together, and that was that. It was done. If I open this, the problem I have, and I can't show you obviously because of this, is this. It's quite tight going in where I point my finger. So you have to more or less lift it a little bit to allow it to go in. Now at the moment that's fine because there's nothing on this plate. Whether it'll go in or all right or not when both sides are built up, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And with that, there you have it, the end of this section. Like I said, part 2. If you liked what I've been doing, if you've been enjoying the build, please give us that thumbs up like you would normally do. Add some comments in the box what you think of the build so far, and if you want to follow us to the next step and beyond, please click on that subscribe button. And with that, you know what I'm going to say. My name's Kev. I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side.